Now, Egyptians have faced years of political and economic turmoil since the Arab Spring uprising of 2011, and now they look set to face even more hardship. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi is proposing new austerity measures as the government tries to get an IMF loan to cover its budget deficit. Azhar Sukri has more.
The millions of Egyptians who overthrew their government in 2011 thought they were ushering in a new era, and with it a better economy. But the revolution failed, and for most, their lives have not improved. Now the country's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, a former military leader, says Egyptians will have to face tough new austerity measures. These may include further cuts to subsidies on things like fuel and other basics.
The challenge is never which measures to take. The challenge is whether we, as a society, and our public opinion are prepared or have been given the appropriate amount of information in order to deal with and accept these measures, which could sometimes be tough or harsh.
The government is facing a budget shortfall of $31 billion. That's nearly a tenth of its economy. Key sources of revenue, including tourism, have suffered. Many visitors have been put off after a string of terror attacks. To help plug the gap, the government is trying to negotiate a $12 billion loan from the International Monetary Fund. IMF loans usually come with pressure to cut costs, and the president is preparing Egyptians for such measures. Since the revolution, average incomes have risen slightly, but other measures show a decline in the economy. Foreign reserves have almost halved. The official exchange rate is significantly weaker than it was in 2011. The black market rate is even worse. Meanwhile, the number of young people who don't have a job has risen to more than 30%. That, combined with growing anger at the education system, is contributing to what the US-based Brookings Institution describes as a ticking time bomb. The 2011 Arab Spring was driven mainly by young people who saw no hope in the future of their government at that time. As President Sisi tries to revive the current government's finances, he will also have to make sure Egypt's people buy into the plan. Azhar Sukri, TRT World.